we go again. Yes, strap and block. That's what we're going to use today. It's going to be a holding position, breathing, welcoming, the idea of letting go in each pose so we can access deeper into stretching deeper muscles and helping ligaments and tendons. So let's begin from lying down in our backs, and we're going to use the blanket. Back to my regular blanket. To protect the head of the neck or the neck if you need to, and keep your strap and your block handy, please. So lying down in your backs is always a good idea, especially first time of a day that the body still feels a little tight. Bend your knees, allow your lower back to have some room to stretch gently towards the floor. And let's place the palms to your belly. That way, we are going to relax the shoulders, the chest, and the elbows, releasing any tension there on the front of the chest, from the shoulders. Hi, Rooster. I see you. You can lie down there if you like. You can lie down there. Okay. So releasing any tension, just with the hands down to your belly. Begin to bring the tension inward towards your breath. And you want to feel the belly ballooning out with every inhalation. And as you exhale, allow the abdomen, the belly, to sink down to the base of the spine to release the abdomen down, down, down as you exhale. Just breathe and experience the gentle movement of the breath within the body. Deepening the breath, slowing it down. A few more rounds. Breath awareness here. Then bring the arms and the palms out, facing up. And relax the shoulder blades, the back of your shoulder. Gently rock your head, your neck from side to side. Bring the head gently back through center. Now we're going to flatten the lower back and bring the pelvis slack towards your navel. And then exhale, flatten, arch the spine and tilt the pelvis forward. And then exhale, flatten lower back, bring the, excuse me, the pelvis into your navel. And rocking forward, arch the spine, tilting the pelvis forward. And keep doing at your own pace. Few more movements on your pelvis, mobilizing your lower back. Release your pelvic floor. And then slowly flatten the lower back down towards the mat. Now inhale, bring the hands down by your side, palm facing down. Let's come into a gentle bridge. So which means we're going to lift the pelvis, lower back, and just a little bit of middle back up. And then release your bridge down. And inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Few more rounds at your own pace. It's a gentle bridge. Don't go all the way up. We're still mobilizing the lower part of the torso. Concentrating the movement in the hips, the pelvis, lower back. And then release it down. Hug yourself. Bring the thighs tight into your chest and release and stretch lower back and the back of both sacrums. Take a nice inhalation. And exhale, release the feet down wide as your hips. Bring the arms overhead, reaching through the fingertips. Relax your elbows, flex the elbows, relax your chest, and breathe here. with arms kind of like a cactus arms to allow the front of the heart, the chest, and the front of the shoulders be more open, and so the front of your rib cage. Breathing deeply and letting go. Bring the arms up towards the sky and then open in T position, palm facing up. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, touch the palms, and then slowly relax the elbows and open the arms in T. Few more rounds, gently mobilizing the front of the shoulders, the front of your rib cage, breathing in and out. Next time, bring the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up to the sky and straighten the elbows and move the back of the shoulders away from your mat. Take a deep inhale, exhale, relax the elbows, and then sink the back of your shoulders back to the floor. Again, inhale, straighten the arms and move the back of the shoulders off the mat. Flex the elbows and release again back towards the floor. One more time. Inhale, straighten and reach. Move the back of the shoulders up and then slowly release the elbows, release the palms. Bring the arms to the side, T position, and then rock your head again from side to side. Now please flex the elbows, place the palms to the base of your skull, bring the elbows up to the sky, chin into the chest, take a deep inhale and lift the head off the mat and just hang it there in this gentle traction. Feel the stretch on the muscles connecting with the base of the skull, going all the way down to your shoulder blades. Breathe. So use your hands for support. Take a nice inhalation. Exhale gently, release the head back to the floor, to the mat, arms in T, and rotate the head from side to side. Head back through center. Hug your left thigh into the chest, and then let's rotate that left knee in a nice circle, but notice that the movement is coming from your left hip joint. So make sure you are actually rotating and mobilizing your left hip joint. Going in one direction first. Slowly waking up that joint and then going into the opposite direction. Same knee, making circles. And slowly release the left foot down, hug your right thigh into the chest and make circles in one direction. Now it's time to mobilize the right hip joint. Use your breath, in and out. I'm going into the opposite direction, please. And slowly back to center. Lower the feet down. Now both feet off the mat, both hands to your knees, big toes touching. Exhale to open. Inhale to close. Exhale to open. Inhale to close. 2 or 3 more rounds. Moving the inner thighs, the groin, releasing pelvic floor, and then slowly down towards the floor. Right foot down, keep the knee bent. Grab your strap, please, and place the strap in the ball of your left foot, not in the arch. The ball of your left foot, and then slowly straighten your left leg up to the sky, holding both straps with both hands from the holding from the edge, from the end of your strap. Take an inhale, exhale, flex and lower the knee, lower the heel. Inhale, straighten the leg up, flexing down. Inhale, straighten, and release. At your own pace, keep moving, gently mobilizing your knee joint. Now we're going to straighten. Grab both straps with your right hand, left arm in T position. Now guide the left leg over the hip, the pelvis. Just few inches, not a twist. We're not lifting the hip off the mat, just enough to feel the IT band stretch there. This is where we're going to hold in position with breath awareness, deepening the inhalations and the exhalations. One more round of full breath. And return the leg back through the neutral position. Now grab both straps with your left hand. Use your upper arm, your elbows like a shelf, so you're not holding the shoulder up in the sky. And as you exhale, slowly open the leg out to the side in a V. Hold and breathe. Again, concentrate on a nice full breath. And gently the leg comes back through center. Grab both straps with both hands. Hook the ball of the right foot on the strap and then release the left foot down. Holding both straps with both hands, we're going to flex the knee, lower the heel down. Inhale, straighten up to the sky. Exhale, flexing down. Inhale, up. Flexing down. And up. Flex and lower. Up. Flex and down and up. Grab both straps now with your left hand and gather your leg over the pelvis. Again, not a twist. Just go as far and then you feel the stretch on the IT band on the right side. Concentrate on the breath. One full round of breath. And return the leg back through center. Grab both straps with your right hand. Inhale and exhale, open the leg out. Use your upper arm and your elbow so you're supporting and you're not creating tension in your right shoulder. Breathe through this. Inhale and exhale, bring the leg back through center. Grab both straps again with both hands. Bring the left foot up. Let's stretch hamstrings. So with both hands in both straps, keep your legs straight as you can and just breathe through the back line of both legs. Concentrate back on your breath. And slowly open the legs in a V. Hold it in position. Release the inner thighs, the groin, the pelvic floor. So keep stretching the back line of both legs and breathing in and out, deep and full. Slowly return both legs back through center, bend the knees, remove the strap from your feet, roll over to one side gently, hold in fetal position for a few rounds of breath there. Take a moment on one side. And let's transition from fetal position to a seated position pose. So sit on your blanket or your towel on the edge of your mat. Keep the spine up and upright, shoulders back and down, lifting the heart from the heart center, drawing the belly in, keeping the muscles of the spine engaged, keeping the muscle of the abdomen to keep the torso strong and stable. And gently move your head from side to side, ear to the shoulder and to the opposite shoulder. And slowly return the head back to center, lift the chin up, rotate to one side, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Exhale, right and down to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Couple more rounds, same direction, please. Going into the opposite direction, inhale to the right and up. Exhale, left and down. One more round. Return the head back to neutral position. Hands to the heart center, take a moment. Let's reconnect back with a nice rhythm of inhalations and exhalations. Take an inhale, lifting the spine, interlace the finger, stretching the elbows round the spine, belly in, chin in. Inhale, straight spine, hands to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, interlace the fingers, exhale, straightening the arms, belly in, chin in. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to round. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to round. Inhale to neutral. Flow the hands up to the sky. Lower the right hand down, right hand to the floor. Extend the left arm up and then over to your right side. Keep your left hip down and guide the right elbow, shoulder back. Breathe through the left side of the torso. Feel those intercostal muscles stretching. Lateral bend of the spine is very good to do. It's a healthy thing to do for your spine. And then slowly release the left hand down. Inhale, right arm goes up to the sky, flex the elbows, press through the hip, and the right arm goes over to right ear and move the elbow, shoulder gently back. Use your breath. Inhale, arm up, right hand down, shoulders forward, up, back and down, shoulders forward, down, back and up. And going into the opposite direction, inhaling and exhaling, and opposite direction. Move the upper spine, move the shoulder blades, move those shoulders joints. Going in one direction, and then the opposite direction. Then release it back and down. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Let's stretch the pec muscles, the front of the shoulders as you move the arms away from your sacrum. Hold in position. Slightly relax your elbows if you need to. Use your breath. Excuse me. And then slowly release it down. Bring the arms to the side and flex the wrist. And then as you flow the arms up to the sky, keep your elbows and wrists flexing and your hands bringing up. all the way up. Make a fist, rotate the wrist in one direction, the opposite direction. Then release the arms in T, and then slowly down towards the floor, shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the arms up to this in T and forward. Right arm under your left arm, flex the elbows, eagle pose, and guide the elbows up to the sky. Exhale, bend the spine and bring the elbows into your chest, round the spine. Inhale, straighten the spine, elbows high as your shoulders. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, elbows into the chest. Inhale, guide the elbows high as your shoulders, straighten the spine. Exhale, bend and round. One more time, inhale and lift. And exhale all the way down. Inhale back to neutral and do the crossing of the arms. So bring the arms into the T. Bring the arms forward. This time the left arm goes under right arm, palms to touch. Inhale, begin with the elbows high as your shoulders. As you exhale through the nose, you round the spine, you pull the belly in, the elbows go into the chest. Inhale, straighten the spine, elbows high as your shoulders. And exhale, rounding elbows in. And inhale, high as your shoulders. And rounding belly in, elbows in. One more. Inhale and extend. And then slowly round and feel the stretch in the back of your rib cage. And then back to neutral position. And do the arms in T position. Twisting to the right. Left hand goes down to right knee, right hand behind you. Lift the chest and then rotate the head towards your right shoulder. Hold in position. Breathe through the twist. You are twisting from the waist up. Again, moving the spine into a twisting is a nice and healthy thing to do for our spine. Or into the interdisc in between each vertebrae. Use your breath. And release and move it to the opposite side. Right hand to your left knee. Lift the chest. Exhale, look over to left shoulder. Nice inhale and exhale and do the twist. Hands behind you. Let's undo the crossing of the legs. Windshield wiper. Let's move the hips, the legs, the pelvis. Even your rib cage is coming along with this windshield wiper movement. From here, drop the legs to one side. Let's have the blanket to protect the knees. Please don't leave your knees without protection. Sorry. And with the knees wide as your hips and the wrist under the shoulder, we're going to rock slightly back to stretching lower and middle back, and then back to table. Exhale, relax your shoulders and move the spine halfway down and back through center. We're not going all the way down to child's pose yet. Child's pose yet. We're rocking back and forth, mobilizing the hip, the ligaments, the tendons, but at the same time, gently and safely stretching lower back. Now we're going to go all the way down to the heels. Release the elbows, forearms down, and the forehead towards the floor, towards your hands, or make a towel or use your block. Remember, not holding tension in your neck by keeping the head floating in the air without support. Moving slowly to tabletop position. Extend the left foot back with the toes tucked. Press with your left heel. Let's stretch hamstrings. Calf muscle and Achilles tendon. Just use your breath. Keep pressing there. I don't know for you guys, but for me, that stretch feels so nice. And then release and bring the left up and then cross it over and tap to the opposite side of the mat. Inhale, left leg up and then lower in line with your hip. Lift the foot up, cross it over and touch the opposite side of the mat. Inhale, lift the leg up, and exhale, lower in line with your left hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it over, tap the floor. Inhale, lift, and release in line with the hip. 2 more rounds. Inhale, up, cross it over. Inhale, up and down. Inhale, lift, cross it over. Inhale, up, hold in position. Activate the core, belly engage, back muscles engage. Inhale, bring the right arm and hold in position. Work with your balance, strength, and stamina. Keep your neck neutral. Keep the breath flowing. Right hand down, left knee down, move to child's pose. Elbow, release your left wrist, especially because you have all the weight on your left hand and your left wrist. Take a moment. And inhale to tabletop position. Extend the right leg back with the toes tucked. Press with the heel, calf muscle stretch, Achilles tendon stretch. Couple more breath. And right leg goes up and cross it over. Inhale, right leg goes up and release the toes in line with your right hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross and down. Inhale, up and in line with your hip. Inhale, up, cross and tap. Inhale, up and down. 2 more. Now inhale, keep the right leg in line with your right hip and then engage the core. Slowly bring the left arm by your left ear. Opposite arm, opposite leg, engaging and breathing. Keep your right leg strong and active. Keep your right arm strong and stable. And of course, you are breathing in and out. Exhale, left hand down, right knee down. Bring both hips to the heels. This time, the arms and the hands are coming down by your side, releasing the shoulders towards the floor, opening the back line of your upper spine in between the shoulder blade, your shoulder, relax your wrists. And just breathe here. Balasana, child's pose. Lift the head, lift the chest. Come to table and elbows, forearms down. Interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under. Let's come into dolphin pose. So inversion pose. Crown of the head, lift the hips, straighten the legs, crown of the head pointing towards the floor, and the heels gently moving down. Holding position. Relax your neck. Keep your shoulders strong. Keep lowering the heels to stretch again the back line of both legs. And just breathe here, long and deep. Deep inhales, long, full exhales. And exhale, knees down towards the mat, top of the feet flat on the floor. Separate the hands and then press to the palms To lift the elbows off the mat, come to tabletop position. And from tabletop, we're going to extend the left leg back and up, flex the knee, step forward, bring the left foot to the front, and let's come into high lunge. Tuck the toes under, knee off the mat, rocking forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And then walk your foot to the edge of the mat, palms under the shoulders, and keep the toes off the heel of the right foot off the mat, and just slowly sink the pelvis towards the floor as you lengthen the spine forward and up. Deep iliopsoas stretch. Hold in position. Use your breath. Don't drop the head. Stay there and just drop the right knee down. Top of the right foot down, holding position, going even deeper now. And access to that deep flow of breath. And bring the left knee back. And let's all move to child's pose. Elbows down. Make sure you have your forehead towards the floor, towards the block. Deep breathing. And gently, let's come back to tabletop. Now the right leg goes back and up. Flex the knee, step forward, and pick up the left knee off the mat, high lunge. I want to rock forward and back, forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. Walk the right foot to the edge of the mat, both wrists under the shoulders, and sink the pelvis towards the floor. As you flatten the upper spine, keep your neck neutral, close your eyes, and breathe through this. First, with knee off the floor, long deep breath. Now sink the left knee down, top of the foot flatten the mat, and go even deeper into the hip flexor. And the right knee comes to meet your left knee. Move the hips back, elbows down. Relax your forehead towards the floor, towards the block. Take a moment. And lift the head, lift the chest. In this case, we're going to come into pigeon pose. So have your blanket off the mat. Come to table. Again, left leg go back and up. Flex the knee. Now guide the left knee to your left wrist. Flex your left foot to protect your left knee. Right leg behind you, nice and long. Press to lift the spine. And if you need to, you feel like you're sinking to one side, kind of like going like this, use your block and place your block under your hips. So both hips are even, okay? We want to have hips even. And the spine, when it's nice and long, then slowly we're going to start walking to release the elbows, the chest, the forehead towards the floor. Just breathe here. And the goal here is holding in position with full breath awareness. Make it a breath long and deep, maybe Ujjayi breath. Slowly palms under the shoulders, lift the head off the mat, move the chest away from the mat. Bring the left knee to meet your right knee. Let's move to child's pose. Back to table. Your right leg goes back and up. Flex the knee and guide the right knee close to your right wrist. Flex the right foot to protect the knee and left leg behind you. Nice and long. Lift the chest and modify. See if you need to place that block under your right hip. When you're ready with a nice long spine, gently as you exhale, you let go towards the floor. Close your eyes, enjoy your breath. Hands under the shoulders, lift the head, lift the chest, guide the right knee to meet your left knee. Let's square the hips by moving the hips to child's pose. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Both hips are even now. Hands by your hips, lift the head, lift the chest, drop the hips to one side, and swing the legs to the front of the mat. Here, we're going to use the block, so keep your block handy. So with the, protect your neck, please, if you need to. If it feels right for your neck and your head, just have your blanket or towel back there. Feet wide as your hips, we're going to go down, hands to your knees, flat back, and then slowly round the spine, engage the core to gently release down towards the floor. Take a moment here. Few round of breath. And this is going to be a core work with coordination. We've done this in the past, so you'll get it. So let's begin with a block above your head and the feet with the knees bent down towards the floor. With the inhale, we're going to lift the feet off the mat and place the block in between the thighs. Flex the feet, arms overhead, and with the knees bent, tap with the heels, engage and lift, grab the block. Again, lower the heels down, but this time bring the block overhead. Inhale, feet up, block in between the thighs. Lower the heels with the block in between the thighs, arms up. Inhale, grab the block. Keep the knees bent at all the time. Exhale, heels down, block overhead. Heels up, place the block in the thighs. Keep the knees bent. Lower the heels, arms overhead. Inhale, engage, grab the block. Exhale, lower the heels, block overhead. Engage the core, block in between the thighs. Exhale, heels down, arms overhead. Couple more. Engage, grab the block. Exhale, heels down, block overhead. Inhale, engage, block in between the thighs. Exhale, heels down, arms overhead. Now keep the arms overhead, slide the feet, heels under the knees. With the block in between the thighs, we're going to work into, excuse me, bridge pose. Inhale, press and up. Exhale, press and down. Inhale, press the block and lift into the bridge. Press the block, lower, bridge down. Press and up. Exhale, press and down. Inhale, press and lift. Press and lower. 3 more. press and up, press and down, press and up, press and down. One more. Press and up, press and down, release. Keep the block handy. Remove the block from the thighs. Hands to your knees, up and asana. Thighs into the chest and away from the chest. Just keep moving in and out. And lower the feet down wide as your hips. Now, lift the block, lift the hips and slide the block in the level one, the lowest level, and place it right in your sacrum, not in your lower back, not there, right in the sacrum. And then like a triangle shaped bone, that's your sacrum, just place it right there in the lower level. Keep the knees bent, arms in T position. Take a moment here. Relax your thighs, your abdomen, the muscles of your hips and your pelvis floor. Just breathe there. It's a gentle supported bridge. And then open and straighten the legs to both corners of your mat. So the right foot turns out in the right corner of the mat, and then straighten your left leg to the left corner of the mat and turn the left foot out. So this is iliopsoas release. Gently flex your left knee, place the left foot down, flex your right knee and right foot down. Pick up the hips and the pelvis, remove the block from underneath you. Gently release the spine down towards the floor. Hug yourself tight, tight, tight to stretch your lower back, to stretch your middle back. Guide the thighs away and 90-degree angle. Knees over the hips, knees in line with your heels. Arms in T position. Let's come into Jatara Paravriti. Take a nice inhalation. Activate the core. Exhale, slowly release to the left all the way down. You can guide the right knee closer to your left knee by using your left hand. Pick up the head slightly off the mat and then turn it over to right shoulder. Hold in position. Breathing into this deep twist. And release. Engage the core. With the next inhalation, both legs are coming back through center. And as you exhale, slowly release all the way down, slowly, gently to the right side. Head off the mat, gently up, and then turn it over to left shoulder. Close your eyes and deep breath. And release, engage the core. Inhale, bring both legs safe back to center slowly. Lower the feet down with the knees bent. Pick up the hips into gentle bridge to align your spine. And then slowly release the spine one vertebra at a time down towards the floor. Now, cross the right leg over to your left leg. Hug yourself, holding from the back of your left hamstring with both hands. And just stretch there one more time. The IT band on the right side of your hip. And release and do the crossing of the leg. Left leg over to right leg. Hug yourself. And release and come into the full happy baby. Holding from the outside of your feet or the outside of your ankle. Just try to keep the hips even and the sacrum down towards the floor, chin slightly tucked in. Hold here and breathe. And release. Feet wide as the mat, arms in T position. Let's windshield wiper from side to side and moving the head into the opposite direction where the legs are going. Last mobilization before settling down into our last asana, where we're going to receive the benefits of the practice while we can just allow the body to stay still, back through center, straighten both legs, turn the feet out. Keep the legs wide open and arms away from the body with the palms facing up. This is it. This is the time where you need to make sure you are as comfortable as you can. The eyes are closed. Finding that yummy position where you can let go. You're breathing in and out, regular now. You're allowing the entire body to slowly sink down inch by inch. Perhaps you can focus on some specific part of your body that during the practice you felt a little bit tighter or a little bit off. And just be with that specific part of your body. Have this kind of like gentle, sweet conversation. Is that you muscle, or is it tendon, or is it ligament? What is it? And I help you to release and relax even more. Here's my breath, my deep exhalations to help you to release, to surrender. The practice of letting go. Practice of no expectations. The practice of being okay where you are. Very slowly, please. Begin to deepen your breath. Move your head, move your fingers, your toes. With your next inhalation, please bring the arms overhead, pointed toes. And as you exhale, bend the knees, hug yourself. Stretch your lower back one more time. The head comes last. And let's all sit together. We're going to work on a pranayama practice. Chandra Vedana is a cooling practice that energizes the body and the mind. And we're going to do it just by only inhaling through the left nostril, and all the exhalations are happening only through the right nostrils. Inhaling always through the left and always exhaling only through the right. And we're going to use the Miri Mudra, the deer mudra, the index fingers and middle fingers going to the palms. And we use the thumb, the right thumb, to partially close and partially open the right nostril, and the ring finger to partially close and partially open the left nostril. So fully close the right nostril with your thumb and partially close the left nostril with your ring fingers. So always inhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. Fully close, exhale through the right. Partially open and exhale through the right. Close right, partially open, inhale through the left. Fully close left, partially open, exhale through the right. At your own pace. Only inhaling through the left. Always exhaling through the right. One more round, please. Lower the palm down. Breathe naturally through both nostrils. Focusing on the movement of the breath. Bring the palms to your heart center. Anjali Mudra. Take this moment to feel your body, to notice the body. Take a moment to feel your mind, to experience the state of your mind after that short, brief moment of pranayama. Does the mind feel calmer, still, more clear, more at ease? If that answer, if those questions are yes, let's work together and individually with each one of us, doing our best to try to keep this quality of calmer, clear mind a little bit longer after this session together. Sattvic state. That is the ideal state of the mind. The mind does not react, but the mind feels at ease and peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. The peace we all need within ourselves. The peace we all need with our relationships. And especially sending peace out to the entire world. With peace, peace, and more perfect peace. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.